getting into the playoffs. So obviously, the Celtics won the championship. Got to put up my chain.
Just couldn't wait, huh?
The finals happened, so it was between the Celtics, the Celtics and the Mavs. It went 5 games. The Celtics won. Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP. Everything's right for me. What are y'all thoughts about the finals?
Me personally, I didn't like it.
Dallas didn't.
Like the outcome.
Honestly, Dallas never had a shot. No funny.
For me, it was I really expected. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna
honestly,
go. I thought it was gonna go the distance though. I didn't think it was gonna be that quick. I didn't think it was gonna be in 5. I at least thought we was getting 6, 7 games.
I was thinking
But
6.
I kind of expect. I knew Kyrie would kind of struggle just because the tall guards that Boston had, and then it's just like matchup wise, bro. They just didn't.
Yeah,
I knew Luka was gonna get his, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was the first series where Luka was gonna actually have to defend compared to
Any
the rest of
other
the playoffs. Because
series,
the rest of the playoffs, like I think all the 3 teams they played, because they played Clippers. He would probably guard like Zubac or something in the corner.
Yeah.
Second round, who they played? They played the Thunder. I don't know who the Thunder power forward is, but he probably just sitting in the corner.
Williams, one of the Williams kids.
They'd probably sit on like Lou Dort or somebody who
Yeah,
don't really.
you know what I'm saying? Just going to shoot. And then in the Timberwolves series, he was just guarding Rudy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or not guarding Rudy, but you know
He
what
was
I'm
just
saying?
hovering.
Yeah, so it's like
yeah, Celtics don't got nobody to where you can just like sit on.
Yeah,
You know?
everybody on the lineup can get 20 at any point. I mean, Al Horford not really, but he can. You give him 6 open shots.
He gonna hit it.
Yeah, he gonna.
He's still somebody you got to worry about.
So it's like, yeah. So this is the first series where he had to guard, and it definitely showed.
Yeah.
I feel like the overreaction was a little too much. I feel like people started acting like Luka's like the worst player in the world or stuff like that. It's a little too far.
Yeah.
But it was kind of expected. I think Kyrie at the stage where people kind of like that 2016 holds so much weight.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like people aren't living in it now, and they're not realizing Kyrie's still great, but it's not 2016 anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that was what people's expectation was when they were coming into the finals.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, with the series before, the Timberwolves, he was.
Lights up.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Lights up.
And then it was the Thunder one. Was the Thunder when he was struggling?
Oh yeah, the Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder, he was struggling. And then
he was kind of like on and off in the first round, too, you know?
Yeah, and so whenever he plays like those taller guards, it's like, I mean, it's a little
tough.
Yeah, when it got to like the semis in the West, where the teams was left was the Mavs, the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Wolves.
You kind of.
As a Celtics fan, I would have wanted to play the Mavs because that was the easiest matchup out of them 4 teams. So once they got matched up in the finals, I was like, yeah.
I think Nuggets would have probably gave y'all fits just because Jokic. Like I feel like just defense.
Nuggets would have been a tough matchup. The Wolves would have been a better matchup, honestly.
Dallas would have just had to play some of the best basketball you'd ever seen.
Yeah.
For them to win, bro.
Yeah.
From the jump, you kind of knew like Dallas was literally gonna have to play perfect every single game. And it wasn't happening, bro. It just literally wasn't happening.
Kyrie would have had to average like 28.
28.
And then
Luka would have to do
45.
45. Like, it would have to be, I'm talking about, like, Tim Hardaway would have to do 12 and 15. Like,
Our
and
role
the thing
players would
is,
have
the
to step
Celtics
up.
wouldn't even have to play their best basketball to beat them.
Not even close.
They didn't play the best.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
KP was on the
Not
bench.
even close.
I seen a stat. This was actually the worst basketball stretch they played the entire season.
Wow.
Those 5 games was the worst stretch of basketball they played.
Yeah, the shooting was terrible, but like
that was their worst offensive stretch. That was crazy.
That's terrible.
But I got to present a question. So,
Good
like,
shot.
for Luka, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the first playoffs we kind of seen, like, I feel like we already know kind of Luka like a pretty competitive person. He gets out of his body and things of that nature. But going forward, do you feel like there needs to be a change in that? I mean,
No.
Obviously we see, I feel like you don't think there needs to be any type of change in the way he acts?
I think,
in terms of, like, you know what I'm saying, pouting on
what you're saying. I
defense,
see what you're
throwing
saying.
tantrums and stuff. He's arguing with the ref and then they getting a fast break done and stuff like that.
I see what you're saying, but, like,
And who calls him out? That's my question.
and that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
If your star player is coming like that, that's the culture in this hole. That's the culture. We all got to be coming off like, y'all can't play with us like that. Like, and you know what's funny? I feel like Luka kind of embodies how Dallas is in an odd way. Like, Luka's play style is very much like, I don't know, Dallas. Like, the way he run up the court, the way he talk trash on threes, the way he even plays defense is almost like lax, but we still getting to the ball. So I don't want Luka to ever, at least for me, knowing that what he's done for Dallas and the organization, I don't want him to stop being himself. It's up to the organization to let the fans know, to let the teammates know, to let the organization know, let coaches know that, hey, this is who he is. And if y'all not fired up like him, we don't want you here.
I feel like even like Luka's slip ups are like kind of like they're major, but like if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, they kind of minor.
Because of who he is. If it was anybody else, what are you doing?
Outweighs
Anybody else, we
everything.
getting on him. But because of Luka's play style and really just the way he approaches the game, you almost are like, all right, it's Luka, whatever. Because you know he's going to come down the court and mash 3 in a row. And now we back up. Or we got a chance to come back. So it's like you can bear with that fire.
Not so the fire. I don't think the fire is really necessarily the problem. Cause like, I mean, being competitive, I don't think that's the issue. I like that. I mean more so like just like the 4
extra,
fast
yeah,
breaks
the
where you arguing with the
extra,
ref.
That's what it is.
That's
It's like
extra.
it's minor, but it's major at the end of the day. And I feel like
He's
that
giving
just comes with it. Like it's his first finals run, so I feel like next time around he might be like more cautious of
See,
that.
I'm rocking with that, but he's been playing professional since he was 16.
And he's
So
been the
it's
But
same
like
guy.
they was probably moving like
since
that in Europe
16
though.
too.
But he's
That's
still
true.
only 25.
I feel like
it's gonna come with age.
I feel like when he was in Europe, I feel like that was cool. Like,
And he won titles over in Europe too with
Yeah,
that kind of fireness. You know what I mean? That high level.
But I feel like he realizing he can't do that in the NBA because people get up and down the court really fast, so you can't really talk to nobody while you're doing that. So
you gotta stop the pouting. You just gotta
Yeah.
keep going. He's
Like-
got a lot of stuff he's got to clean up.
As a
not
Mavs
gonna
fan, does that bother you at all? Like, do you think that could become a problem in the future to where that plays around and y'all losing games?
No,
I mean,
because
it
I
was
think
a
I think
problem.
that's gonna come with
I didn't
age.
think it was
I'm
a- I
telling
didn't
you,
think it was a
he's
problem.
25 years old. It's something. I think something's gonna shift eventually.
Mm.
I know he's been doing it since he was 16, but at the same time, he was 16.
True.
Yeah.
So it's gonna just come together. It's gonna come more maturity.
That just
He's
got
gonna get a
old,
little bit
that hard
older.
shit.
And I think it's gonna clean it up easier. I'm more worried about the defensive side of things and like the athleticism
I'm
and
not
stuff
worried about
like
his
that.
defense. I don't know why anybody would be worried about his defense. His
I
offense
think
is his defense.
I think the problem is when you're facing teams like the Celtics.
See,
Every
I
other
agree
team
with
was
you.
cool.
I feel like there has to be some sort of effort though.
Yeah,
I do agree with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like,
How much effort would you consider you would need from a guy like Luka with his play style? Like,
bro, he
on
was like
defense,
getting
on
blown
defense.
by every
He's
single.
getting-
Like,
But
I
I
agree
understand
with you.
that. But how much effort? Like, if you were to grade it,
I
how
feel
much
like
effort?
I at
would you
least
think
want to
you
see
need?
like Jokic. Like, I don't know if you remember in 20, I think it was 2020 or 2021, whatever year it was. Whenever like Jokic was getting like violated for his defense, it was like, man, he's trash. He's the worst defender. Like, he's still not a great defender, but you see like he's in passing lanes. He's, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he is a, like,
He's rim protection. He's like a presence on the floor. Like, he's not a liability on defense. You know what I'm saying. He might not be like a
Great
like a plus,
defender,
but
yeah.
he's not a negative on your
I
defense.
feel like
on
it
your
might
defense
just be
side.
a conditioning thing, you know.
So if Luka
Yeah.
can get that, well, if Luka can at least provide that, because he's bro like 6'8",
Like when he
bro.
when he tries, he can play.
That's what I'm
defense.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, I've never.
He
I've-
just I feel like he
But-
needs more conditioning so he can try more. You know what I mean?
But he doesn't want to overexert himself, and because he doesn't have as much.
And this is what I've always said. Dallas should just put a bunch of 3-and-D boys around.
They did.
And
Wasn't good 3 in these guys.
They
they
tried.
They tried.
Hey, they-
It's
they,
pretty
what's
decent.
the
But
name?
but you see what I'm saying? That we've been saying this for years. You put average 3-and-D guys around, y'all made it to the finals. If you put actually above average, give him a.
But that don't grow on trees though. I feel like
Of course
Yeah.
doesn't
it
go on
sound better
trees.
than like it sound
But,
good.
I mean, if you
but
can find Luka, I didn't know who Luka was coming in the draft. I'm not gonna lie, did y'all? So if
I mean,
you
I
can find
talk
Luka,
about
you
it, but I
can't
ain't
tell
know.
me you can't find no random 3-and-D kids that can play ball and get y'all where y'all need to go.
that sounds good on
Fine,
paper.
yeah, it
but
sounds good.
It
but
sounds
like,
sweet, and I know it's possible because they showed me it's possible.
Yeah.
It sounds sweet, but I don't have a problem
They
with how
got rid
Luka
of
play ball.
what's the name? Tim Hardaway yesterday.
Tim Hardaway.
Who
Quentin
they
Grimes.
get?
He was the biggest.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah,
He
good
was.
shooter.
That was a big disappointment for me personally in the finals. I do want to say that if Tim Hardaway
I think it
would
was all mental, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
he at some time, bro. I feel like at some point I watch him and he'll just get like a microwave. He just go for like
Yeah.
Man.
in the finals he did. I think he scored like 6 straight.
He had like
threes.
Yeah.
5 threes in one
Bro, that was
quarter.
like a record. Like
Yeah.
it was like him, Ray Allen, and Curry was the only player to hit 5 threes in a quarter or something like that. I'm like, bro, this is that is crazy. I'm like, bro,
Tim Hardaway.
And he did that for one game. Did not
So
do nothing
Lou-
that's
else.
greatness. And then, like,
Man, but that's my thing, bro. That's why I'm really disappointed in Tim Hardaway. Because if he would have showed out, been more consistent, I think Dallas has a much higher chance. I don't think they win still, but I think just knowing that, okay, we can kick it out to Tim, we can crack it through, or we can kick it out to Tim. Tim can do something with the all finals.
Yeah.
From
Playoffs.
really all playoffs. Yeah, I was just about to say from really the
First
second,
round-
second
first
round.
round.
I'm not joking.
I feel like
I'm not joking. Every time Luka's cooking, bro, he's having the time of his life, skipping on the court, dancing,
Yeah,
in the
let them
Dougie.
people barking them boys.
In the
after
Dougie.
that, Luka questionable.
But once like they down, bro, he start limping on the court, grabbing his knee.
Next thing you
I'm
know,
all right, bro.
He over here looking
But
at his elbow.
one thing I've noticed with Luka in this finals and this playoff run is that while most of these teams, when he was on defense, they gave him chances to rest. He wasn't really like he was standing around.
That's a swag.
He was chilling and stuff like that. And then when he got back to offense, he
I like
got
that.
to cook.
Yeah, I like that.
Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics ain't giving him that
He
chance.
ain't giving him that chance, and
They ain't
that's
giving
what
that
got
chance.
him. That's literally what got him. They had a game plan all the way up until they faced the
Two
Celtics.
early finals predictions for next year. Do you think Dallas go back? I know Celtics going back. Celtics definitely going back.
I like Memphis.
Memphis from not making playoffs straight to the finals.
Jaws back.
Jaws
Jaws back. I mean,
Jaws are different.
Man,
I
the
think
West
Zach
is
Edey- I think
so
Zach Edey and him gonna be a nice
violent,
duo.
though,
For real?
bruh.
And they
I think
just
Edey-
drafted.
Man,
I think Edie and him gonna be a nice
Yeah.
duo.
Man, the West is so packed.
Nah, Jaws the difference.
Golly, though, but the West
You
is
got
so
Edie,
litty.
Ja, and then
Ja-
Jaren
Ja-
Jackson.
Jaren Jackson,
Jaren
that's a
Jackson.
nice little rim
And then you got
protection.
Bane still.
That's
Jaw
what
can
they-
get back to normal.
Ja's not
He's
going nowhere.
giving
Yeah, he's going to
SGA
give
problems
SGA
on the
problems.
MVP race.
He's going to give everybody problems. That's what I'm saying.
He
But
giving
like,
the MVP race problems.
the
Oh,
Nuggets too.
Oh,
bruh, like,
Warriors if they get PG. If they get PG, if Warriors get PG.
But like, who they giving? Like, it depends
Give
on who
him
they
Klay
give
Like
up.
Wiggins probably or something like that.
we have to have this.
Wiggins
conversation.
for PG. That's it.
We have to have this conversation.
Oh, wait.
Remember he's a free agent.
Yeah,
so
he's
like,
a
it'll
free
probably be a
agent.
signing trade though. So
Okay.
Just make contracts
If they
match.
got Warriors got the space, yeah.
You think PG moved the needle for them boys?
I believe it's Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry is still the most dangerous player, one of the dangerous players in the league.
That's legit. That's a legit.
I
that's
think,
a solid-
bro, when
That's
Curry's
that's
hot,
legit.
bro, when Curry going,
who's better?
it's,
I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
very
That's a
spooky.
scary man.
When he start hitting that shimmy, it's spooky. I promise you this.
yeah,
And
I'm start looking away after threes.
I'm not even like the biggest Golden State fan, but if they get PG, I'm a little spooked. I can't lie to you.
I'm not
we counting the
smooth.
Wolves out.
No, but it's Rudy, Rudy and Cat.
I can see them being successful at least one time.
Yeah.
I can
just-
see them hitting the finals
I
at least
think
once.
I think
I
they
just-
problem like this playoffs was like they didn't have another playmaker, and then the playmaker they did add was what's his name, shot creator. The shot creator they did add was a rookie, which is Rob Dillingham.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like rookies don't like contribute to playoff success off the rip. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's more so
See
like a
what you're
long term
saying
player.
though. Ant first real playoff time, like really getting his grip saying, you could tell he was tired. Like you could tell he had definitely burnt himself out in
It's
the
the only shot creator.
Like
There's
literally,
nobody else.
yeah.
he
creating.
was going crazy. He was looking like Steph sometimes, just running around trying to make plays, but he was so
And-
tired.
and he's
Sometimes
gonna
guarding the other
And
team's best player.
exactly,
He is
he's
gonna
gonna
get that
he's
together.
He's gonna
definitely
get
in the
better.
offseason. He's definitely gonna pick it up. So
He's ooh.
the West is about to be. I don't know. Yeah, the
And they
West
keep
is gonna
getting
be
more stats.
jam packed. The West is gonna be jam packed.